Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a guide to focus. So this is something that I often mention in my videos and show how I apply it to my life, but I haven't made a video in a long time actually showing how to set this up yourself and how to use it. So if you don't know what focus is, it's basically a feature on your phone that allows you to set a focus mode that will focus on a specific topic. So for instance, I have focuses set up for productivity and reading, and when I turn one of those focuses on, my apps, my notifications, home screen setup, wallpaper all change so that I can focus on that specific thing. It's a really helpful feature, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a focus, how to set up custom home screens, wallpapers, all that kind of stuff so that the focuses are catered to your needs. So this is just a really helpful feature that I really recommend you try out. This works on iPhone and iPad as well, so you can also follow these steps on your iPad and get the same results. So yeah, that's everything that I'm going to be covering in this video, so let's get started and take a look at how you can create these focuses. So let's start on creating a focus and then we can get into all the customization. So to create a focus, you have two places you can do that. You can either go to Control Center here and go to Focus, and then here you will see your plus button where you can create a new focus. Other than that, you can go to Settings, and then you will see here it says Focus, so you can go in there and then you can create a focus as well by clicking on this plus button here. So as you can see, I have three focuses already created. I have one for Do Not Disturb, which is a default on your phone. Then I have one for productivity and one for reading. I'm going to click on this plus button here so you can see. So here they have some pre-made focuses for you that you can just choose from. So driving, fitness, gaming, mindfulness, personal, reading, sleep, and work. So you can choose from one of these, or you can just go to custom here and create a custom focus. In this section here, you can go ahead and choose a name for your focus. Let's say you're making one for school. Then what you can also do here is choose the color of your focus. So they have a few that you can select from here. And then you can also choose an icon. So I'm gonna go for this cap. Then it tells you a few things that you can toggle in the next page here. So let's go ahead and click on Customize Focus and start editing our focus to our liking. So the first thing you can do is silence notifications. This is really helpful if you don't want to be bothered in your focus time. So what you can do, so you can choose between people and apps. So people are for contacts that you want contacting you in this time or not. And the same with apps, it depends on what notifications you want coming through or not. So I'm going to go to choose people. And here it already shows me some suggestions of people that I might want to have contact me. So you can choose silence notifications from or allow notifications from. I prefer having the allow one because then you just choose who you want. If you choose silence notifications from, then you're gonna have to go through your entire contact list and select who you don't want to have contacting you. So this one is just more simple to me, but it depends on what your preferences are. So this is already fine for me, so I'm just gonna click on next and then choose calls to allow. You can choose from everybody, allowed people only, your favorites, or contacts only. So you can just choose maybe allowed people only, so that would be the previous people you selected, and then you can click on done. So that is how you set up notifications for people. And then you have choose apps, and you can choose again silence notifications from or allow notifications from. Again, I prefer this one because otherwise I'm gonna have to go through my entire app list. So obviously depending on the focus, you can toggle these on or off. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove some of these apps and just choose ones that would maybe be specific for school. So let's go ahead and choose maybe emails. I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna scroll here and see if there's anything else that I want. I don't actually have a lot of school apps on my phone because I'm not actually a student anymore, but you get the gist. Then click on done. So depending on the focus, you're gonna choose the apps and the people that you want contacting you. Sorry, I'm just popping in here. I forgot to cover these options that you have in the notification section. So I'm going to go in here. First off, we have silence notifications. You can go ahead and turn this off or on. So this says show silence notification on the lock screen instead of in the notification center. So you can choose whether you want that turned on. And you can also turn on hide notification badges. So this is those red dots that you see on apps when it has a notification. You can turn that off or on. You can also turn on silence notifications, so you can turn this on to always or just while locked. And then lastly, we have dim lock screen. So when this focus is turned on, you will see this is what my lock screen looks like. It's just in full brightness. But when you turn this on, now when this focus is turned on, it will be kind of like a darker version of that lock screen. So you can turn that off or on. Then we have customized screens, which I'm gonna get to soon, but just know you have customized screen options here. This is where you can go ahead and set up a custom home screen and wallpaper and lock screen for your focus, but we'll get to that. Then next up we have set a schedule. So you have smart activation that you can turn off or on. So what this does, smart activation uses things like a certain time of day, your location, app usage, something like that. So you can turn that off or on. I usually just prefer to manually turn my focuses on. Or you can also add a schedule and say from a certain time you will want the focus to be turned on at a certain location or when you open a certain app. So you can go ahead and enable all those things. And then you also have filters here which you can turn on. So these are things that will take place on your phone once you have that focus turned on. So for instance, you can go ahead and when that focus is turned on, filter certain calendars that you want. You can also filter certain people and messages. In emails, you can only turn on certain emails. So maybe you have a school email that you only want to have turned on. And also here are a few other things like silent mode. So you can immediately turn your phone on silent when you're in this focus. Go in low power mode, set your appearance to dark mode, light mode, or turn always on display on or off. So these are just things you can toggle within these settings. And then you're good to go. That is how you set up the basics for your focus. Now I'm going to show you how to set up a home screen first, and then we can link that home screen to your focus. So to create a custom home screen for your focus that also has a custom wallpaper and everything, what I suggest you do is go to your drop down here, to your lock screen, hold down and create a whole new lock screen because we're going to change the wallpaper and we want to match all our icons and whatever we're going to add to our wallpaper. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to click on the plus button and just add in an image. So this is the wallpaper that I'm going to go for. It's very minimal, and I'm also going to set up my lock screen how I would want my focus to be. So then this is my lock screen. I'm going to just click on add to save that, and then you can also choose whether you want that wallpaper to be a wallpaper pair or a different photo by clicking on customize, but I'm just going to do wallpaper pair. But let's go ahead and actually customize the home screen setup. So as you can see, it still has all the apps that are on the other home screen, but we're going to edit that later. Right now, all we're going to do is we're going to go to a blank home screen and set it up for our focus. So don't worry about all the other apps still being here. We're going to remove them later, but we're just going to go ahead and customize this. Do note that these apps down here, they cannot be removed. They will be on whatever focus you have. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some widgets and some icons. You can create custom icons for each individual focus if you want to, and just play around with creating your optimal home screen setup for your focus. So here you can see I have my home page complete, my home screen with all my widgets and apps. You can have more than one page obviously for a focus, but I just prefer having one focus or one screen per focus. But what we're going to do now is we're going to hold down here, and then when you see this little bar here, you're going to tap on that. And you're gonna hide that page and make it invisible. So click on done. And as you can see, that page is no longer visible here on our regular home screen. So now that we've created our focus home screen, we're gonna link that home screen to our focus. Again, you have two ways of doing this. You can either go to your lock screens, and then you will see it has the option for link focus. And you can link that focus that you want to that lock screen. So I'm gonna do that. Select that. So now that focus is linked to a school, but you will see that it still has that home screen setup, my regular home screen setup. So to edit that, we're going to go into settings here, to focus settings, and then we're going to go to school here, and we're going to go here to customize home screen or customize screens. So here you can see you could have also linked your lock screen from here. You don't have to go to your lock screens, but it's just a really easy way to link it. But now we're going to choose our custom home screen layout here. So you can click on choose, and you can choose the one that we hid previously. Click on done. And now that is set up for this focus home screen. So now I'm going to just turn off this focus. Let's go back to our home screen. Here we have a regular home screen. Now let's switch to our focus. We're going to click on school. And now it changes to that home screen setup. And as you can see, there's no other home screen setups here. So that is how you link a certain home screen to a focus. If you have an Apple Watch connected to your device, you can also add a custom watch face for a focus as well if you want a certain focus to be turned on your watch. So you can also do that as well within this. And now when I'm done with my focus, I can either hold down on this little bar. So you can see it has a bar and then it has the circle with the icon. So I can either go into the bar and then tap and it will turn off. Or what you can also do to turn off a focus is just tap on that circle and then it will turn off. So you don't have to go into that bar every single time. But yeah, that is how you create and link your custom home screen to your focus. Focus can also be synced across your devices. So if I on my iPad were to go ahead and turn on my productivity focus, it will automatically turn on my iPhone as well. It has a bit of a delay, especially depending on your Wi-Fi connection. And the fact that iPad now also has the ability to have customized lock screens and more than one lock screen also makes it possible for it to have custom wallpapers and everything. So I love that this is all very cohesive. You can make them match also, which you see I have not done. But yeah, you can be really creative with this and how they look on your devices and how they sync across. If you don't like the fact that they sync, you can also turn this off in settings. So you can just go to focus and then share across devices. You can just turn that off or on, and then it won't sync across your devices if you turn that off. But it really is just such a nice feature, and the fact that it does sync across your devices can make it even more powerful. So I highly recommend trying that out. So that was my whole video on focus and how you can create your own focuses and set them up. I really hope this video helped you out and you learned something new and that you can now also create these for yourself. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like and also comment down below if you have any questions or any videos that you'd like to see. I love hearing you guys' feedback. And again, just thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!